The moral of the story is consistency creates mountains. Do you ever feel lost in a sea of faces, your voice drowned out in the crowd? Do you ever question whether your efforts will amount to anything? Today's story is for those who have ever felt overshadowed, forgotten, or underestimated. It's a tale of quiet resilience and unyielding determination. It's the story of a man named Omar who yearned to leave his village and become a poet in the bustling city. The city of dreams far away from Omar's simple village, nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering trees, stood the majestic city of emerald lights. It was renowned throughout the land for its grandeur, housing the most talented poets and artisans. For Omar, it was a beacon of hope, a place where dreams took flight and aspirations soared high. But the journey from the village to the city was long and arduous. And Omar knew that to succeed, he needed more than just talent. He needed recognition. The announcement, the annual city poetry contest, was his chance to shine, a platform to display his skills and win the coveted title of City Bard. The prize was a golden quill pen that symbolized excellence in poetry. If he won, his name would be etched in the city's grand hall, forever immortalizing him as a master poet. News of the contest spread like wildfire across the land, stirring excitement and anticipation. Poets from far and wide prepared diligently, honing their craft and weaving verses filled with passion and finesse. The competition arrives. The day of the contest dawned bright and clear. Under the watchful gaze of the city's esteemed judges, poets from all corners of the kingdom showcased their talent. They recited poems that celebrated love and loss, tales of valor and wisdom. The audience, captivated by the rhythmic cadence of their words, applauded with fervor. Omar, standing among his fellow contestants, felt a surge of emotion. His heart pounded with anticipation as he waited for his turn. When his name was announced, he stepped forward, clutching his poems close. As he began to recite, the room fell silent. His voice resonated with sincerity and emotion. The audience leaned in, entranced by the words that painted vivid pictures and stirred their souls. Verse after verse, Omar poured his heart and soul into his poetry. His words flowed effortlessly, each line a testament to his dedication and passion. By the end of his performance, a hush had fallen over the audience. They sat in stunned silence, contemplating the depth and beauty of his verses. Finally, a smattering of applause broke the silence, which grew into a thundering ovation. The judges, visibly impressed, nodded their approval. The other poets, though disappointed, had to admit Omar's talent and originality. The winner declared. The atmosphere crackled with tension as the judges retired to deliberate. The anticipation was palpable. Who would be crowned the city bard? Finally, they returned, their faces grave. They announced the winner, and it wasn't Omar. Disappointment washed over him. His dreams of recognition seemed shattered. As the other poets celebrated, Omar retreated, his heart heavy with discouragement. The journey back home, the long journey back to his village, seemed even more arduous. With each step, his spirits sank lower. Doubts and insecurities crept into his mind. Was his poetry truly not good enough? Was his dream of recognition just a futile fantasy? The silent inspiration amidst his despair, Omar noticed a lone figure walking ahead of him, an old woman with a staff and a basket by her side. Intrigued, he decided to follow her. She walked with a slow but steady pace, her eyes fixed on the path ahead. As Omar trailed behind her, he couldn't help but admire her quiet strength and determination. Where she was going, he decided to follow. The old woman led him to a secluded clearing bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun. In the center stood a gnarled oak tree, its branches reaching towards the sky like gnarled fingers. The woman sat down under the tree, and Omar, filled with curiosity, sat beside her. The revelation. Then the old woman turned to him, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Why do you walk so sadly, young poet?" she asked gently. Omar hesitated, unsure why he confided in the mysterious woman. "I came so close to winning the city contest," he said wistfully. "But in the end, it wasn't me who won. I'm afraid my dreams may never come true." The old woman listened patiently, and when Omar finished speaking, she said, "You misunderstand the purpose of the contest, young poet. It wasn't just about winning a golden pen or having your name inscribed in a grand hall. It was about expressing your art, about sharing your gift with the world. You did that today, and that in itself is victory." Her words struck a chord within him, and as if a fog had lifted, Omar saw the truth in what she said. The city contest wasn't about the end goal. It was about the journey of self-expression and growth. He had allowed his emotions to cloud his vision, forgetting the joy that poetry had brought him. The joy of expression, the realization, brought a smile to Omar's face. He remembered why he had started writing poetry in the first place. It was because he loved to express himself, to weave words into worlds that touched the hearts of others. The joy of creation, he realized, was the reward in itself. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the old woman stood up to leave. "Thank you," Omar said, his voice filled with gratitude. "You've helped me realize what truly matters." The old woman nodded. "Go now," she said, "and keep walking your path. The world needs your poetry, young poet." The return to the village. Walking back to the village, Omar felt lighter. He had rediscovered the essence of his passion. As he walked, he noticed the flowers blooming along the path, the birds singing in harmony, and the stars twinkling in the night sky. The world was full of beauty, and he was eager to capture it in his poetry. When he reached his village, the moon was high in the sky. His fellow villagers, upon hearing his tale, were sympathetic, but insisted that he try again next year. Though he didn't win the city poetry contest, Omar continued to write. He found joy in sharing his poetry with his village, and his words inspired others to appreciate the beauty in their everyday lives. The small steps each day. The moral of this story is small steps each day. Never underestimate the power of consistency over talent. Being consistent means doing something regularly over a long period of time. But many people are talented but inconsistent, so their talent goes to waste. However, those who are consistent, even in small things, eventually surpass the talented and become successful. Let us not be discouraged by the absence of immediate results. Instead, we must focus on doing our best consistently. The secret source of success. While talent is essential, it is consistency that acts as the secret source of success. Those who remain dedicated and persistent in their efforts, no matter how challenging, are ultimately rewarded with triumph. Remember, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one that is most adaptable to change. And adaptability comes from being consistent. The power of perseverance. The story of Omar serves as a reminder to those who face setbacks and disappointments. Despite not winning the contest, Omar discovered the true meaning of his passion for poetry and the importance of consistency over mere talent. He learned that success is not solely defined by external recognition, but also by personal fulfillment and growth. Omar's journey is an inspiration to us all to persevere through challenges and never lose sight of what truly matters. In the tapestry of life, where talent weaves intricate threads of brilliance, it is consistency that acts as the golden warp, holding everything together. Embrace the power of consistency, for it is the key to unlocking your dreams and achieving enduring success. If this story touched your heart, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. Share it with friends who need a reminder about the strength of quiet determination. And if you have a story to tell or a life lesson to share, use the link below to submit it. Together we can navigate the twists and turns of life, finding inspiration and solace in each other's journeys. Thank you for walking this path of wisdom and enlightenment with us. Until we meet again in our next video, may your steps be guided by the light of knowledge and your heart be filled with the warmth of human connection. Take care and see you soon.